God, that's weird.
Whatever use this godforsaken street? Gabby, calm down, it's okay.
How can you say it's okay? How? Were you out there with us? Did you see the poster? Cookie Monster ate my cell phone. I just got that thing. You offer help buy me a new one? No, nothing. I have a year left on my contract. They're going to charge me the yearly upgrade price.
I hate those Muppets.
I spent the last hour listening to Elmo count my breadsticks while I was trying to eat lunch. There were 5. I don't need to count them out loud, but it's not a big deal.
Abby Cadabby turned me into a cucumber. Do you know how stupid I look as a cucumber? I spent half the day with no genitalia. Hate that little flying fairy.
You guys are babies. All of you!
Bob, you're not helping.
I've lived on this street my whole life. I was born in this street and I'm gonna die on this street. I don't let those Muppets boss me around. Right.
I'm not as strong as you, Bob.
You're right. You're not. The word of the day is balls. Girl with hair.
What do we do, Bob? We're just humans. Those Muppets run this street.
You want to start something? Don't you remember what happened to David?
Remember, I was the one who had to pull David's lifeless body out of the washing machine.
There's so much blood.
Gabby, calm down. It's okay.
They said it was an accident. They said Snuffleupagus didn't see him, that it was dark in the alley. But they were sending us a message. No one speaks up against the Muppets.
Exactly. We just have to keep the stores running, keep the streets clean, learn the same 26 letters over and over again. It's not such a bad life. Plus, we get to meet all sorts of celebrities.
If you see the Muppets, we don't even rate a glance.
As Neil Patrick Harris says he went to the bathroom.
Elmo doesn't even know who George Clooney is. He's not old enough to watch his movies. He just thinks he's a pretty man named George.
Celebrities? The celebrities are only here to brainwash you people.
Sesame Street does not brainwash. It's a wholesome family entertainment.
You have been wiped clean worse than those other two fools. At least they knew they were being hoodwinked. Don't you ever wonder why these Muppets don't have jobs?
I was just thinking that. I work all day in that cafe and they just show up and order whatever they want.
How are they doing it?
Follow the numbers.
The count.
The count is just a pawn. Follow them higher.
How much higher?
About 6 feet high.
Big Bird.
You didn't hear it from me, but he runs the street. He's the pet bird, the big cheese, top of the pecking order. He runs a numbers racket. Millions of dollars flow through his nest every day.
But he's so sweet and loving.
He's sweet until he stabs those razor-sharp talons into your sides. It was 1971. I was hiding inside a trash can when the whole thing went down. I had switched places with Oscar for the day. Something of a Freaky Friday thing before Freaky Friday was cool. This was way before they had taken over completely. We had all-human segments on the show. Muppets were expected to earn their keep. One guy, named Barry, thought he could push the felt freaks out. He was wrong. Big Bird ripped him to pieces while the rest of the Muppets watched. That was when the tide started to turn.
Oh my heavens!
That's so awful. But can't we get in trouble for just talking about this?
What's the matter, Maria? Are you chicken?
No.
Are you scared of some furry little creatures?
Of course not.
Well, you should be. They're sneaky little creatures. Hate them, resist them. But always beware.
Well, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of living in fear. I want my children to live in a Muppet-free street. To know the true taste of freedom.
I want to go a single day without having to get hugged.
Yes, I want to curse out loud. I want to scratch my butt in public. I want to make it with boys.
Now we're talking.
Let's do something. Let's fight back.
There you go.
Who's finally sacked up? I've been waiting years for this moment to come, for the humans to finally realize what we have to do to claim our rightful place.
I'll do anything.
Will you now? Once we start down this road, there's no turning back.
We know.
Each of you, would you be willing to do what it takes? Gordon, would you set fire to Bert and Ernie's house while they're sleeping? Would you bar the door shut while you listen to their screams?
I'll do anything.
Gabby, would you eat Elmo's goldfish? Dorothy, would you swallow her alive and let her wriggle down your throat?
I would, if I meant I never had to listen to his theme song again.
And Maria, my lovely Maria,
Yes.
if it means an end to Muppet rule, would you be willing to sleep with Grover?
How would that help?
Would you be willing?
I would. I'll do whatever it takes. I'd even let him wear the Super Grover if he wanted.
Excellent.
So what's our plan? Do we go out there and have sex with all?
No. Those are just examples. We can make this all happen right here, right now, one brutal gesture.
How brutal.
All right, here's the plan. Tonight, while they're sleeping, you three sneak into Big Bird's nest. I'll give you a syringe of bird tranquilizer. You inject him, and then take him out to the middle of the street. There, you get him. You get him good. Make sure his intestines go everywhere. And then you chop off his head and stick it on top of the Sesame Street light post.
I'm gonna be sick.
This is what it's going to take, guys. Meeting force with force.
What about Snuffy? He'll squash us flat if we get that close. He's never gonna leave Big Bert's side.
Who's the Snuffleupagus to me?
Bob, no, you'll be killed.
You're right. It will be. But it's a small price to pay for freedom.
You're so brave.
We're all going to have to be brave. With their leader gone, there's going to be a power vacuum. One of you has to step up and take the place. Maria, it's got to be you.
Me? But I didn't want this. You convinced me.
Exactly. Those other two are a little too eager. You need someone who's going to be fair and measured. Somebody like you. A lot of blood on both sides. We're going to need all the help we can get.
I will follow you anywhere.
To freedom!
To Bob.
God bless the humans. Freedom!